Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This time I'm going to take a look at another one of my WST figures, and this one is the world's smallest robot, Military Operations Commander, otherwise known as Shockwave. As you can see here, standard WST packaging from the company Just Toys, which is a Hong Kong-based third-party company. Other products that they've made include the WST Dinobots, and WST Blaster, trailer of the 20th anniversary OP, MP5 upgrade packages. But for the most fans, mainly recognize them for making WST figures. So, standard packaging. Taking a look at the front, you can see it's got a nice picture of Shockwave standing above some Energon crystals there. Just Toys insignia on the bottom left. Side of the packaging shows Shockwave in robot and gun mode. Standard Just Toys packaging on the back, whereby it depicts the Dinobots fighting the Constructicons. Just Toys 2009. And then it gives character stats for Shockwave there. Again, they don't have the standard decoder that you may be accustomed to from G1 figures, but it gives you a rough average of sort of how powerful of a figure he is. Mainly, obviously, he excels in his intelligence. The other side has the same robot and gun packet transformation, and the bottom includes just the Just Toys address there from Hong Kong. Alright, without further ado, let's crack open this package and I'll show you what Shockwave looks like. Okay, now that we got everything out of the package, you can see it's fairly straightforward. First off, inside a plastic baggie, what we have here is the right fist for Bruticus. Now this was an add-on. You can see the thumb opens up. Shockwave in gun mode actually fits inside there and closes tightly. So this was just a little add-on that they threw in. This is going to be the right fist for Bruticus. And just that depicts a scene that occurred in the G1 cartoon. So that was just a nice little homage piece they threw in there. Standard WST Just Toys instructions tend to be all grayscale, showing what's in the package there. It's actually quite a long sheet, but shows the simple transformation, and the transformation pretty much following exactly how the original G1 transformation occurs. So it's nice that they kept everything straightforward and simple. If you're a fan of him already, you know what to do. And if you're not a fan for him, I'd have to admit that you're probably going to be impressed with how intricate the transformation actually is. And there you can see right there Encore 16, which is Bruticus, showing you what Shockwave looks like in the fist. And we'll put that to the side. And then finally, we have Shockwave. Comes in a nice clamshell packaging, so he's neatly protected. Taking that off and popping him out. That is the size of Shockwave. You can see the nice detailing on him. Everything to a nice cable to the battery compartment that would be on the G1, to having the G1 little scope, targeting scope. So everything that you would expect in a G1 Shockwave is exactly what you'll find in this G1 or WST G1 representation of him. And he can even, should be able to stand there. You can also make him stand much like the G1 does. Like so. So without further ado, let's show you how this guy transforms and how nice of a figure he actually is. Okay, so starting off with the transformation, first things first, just going to keep it simple, push the scope down. His barrel gun does remove, and we can see the nice detailing on that. Exposing Shockwave's two hands, which, well, I guess we can leave those for a second here. I've already got his feet pulled out, so standard-wise, you just pull his legs down, like the G1. You're going to flip the back of the hatch up, like so. You can see it's on nice hinges there. Take a look at the detailing. The legs move down. You're going to pry them apart. So. And then they just separate and slide over, hopefully easily. I haven't done this for a little bit. Like so. And push this one over. Well, it's supposed to slide over. Obviously a little more difficult because it is a smaller figure. Alright, well, I can't get it to go over. I don't want to break him. There we go. Good enough. Anyway, the whole leg's supposed to slide over. I just don't want to snap it. Of course. There we go. Got it. And with that, you just pry his arms apart. Like so. Slowly, and his little head pops up automatically, which is on a spring. You can see he's got nice articulation on his arms. Ball jointed. Like so. It's as high as the head comes up. It is on a little spring, which is a nice touch. And then there is Shockwave in all his glory. Okay, and just to show you a size comparison here, Shockwave basically stands just under, or just at 2 inches in height. He's also, as you can see there, he's got some really nice detailing to him. You know, he's almost essentially a perfect representation of what the original G1 figure is. Right down to most details. Like I said, he's got a good articulation, being ball joints at the shoulders and elbows. He can also be held by Fans Project Colossus or the Crazy Devi CDW-5 hands, along with this set of Bruticus hands here, which I will show at the end. Put him back into a robot or gun mode. But I highly recommend you guys getting this. There's also a limited run version of Shockwave, which is the gray Shockwave version. I believe it was limited run of only 500, so extremely desirable. I do have one of those as well. I should have picked up more since I ended up getting 2 of these guys. But a great addition to your collection. If you're a fan of Shockwave, it's a nice version to have in there. If you're a fan of WST figures, then this is definitely one that you want to add to your collection as well. And I will now show you what he looks like back in gun mode in the fist for Bruticus. Okay, so just to quickly put him into fist mode here for Bruticus, it's simple as just having him in gun mode, and then he just slides. You got to make sure the feet are pushed in tightly, and he literally just slides in like so. It's a perfect fit for him. Closing the thumb over, which then latches into place, and scope up, And then if that was plugged into Bruticus's right hand, you can see it's a nice representation of what it looked like in the cartoon. So great little addition to this WST figure. It's nice that Just Eye Toys even thought about putting that in there. It's little things like this that really add to these figures, in my opinion. So that is WST, Military Operations Commander. Highly recommend you picking them up if you're a WST fan. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you guys again real soon.